Yo, wait, hold up. Eh, I'm just trying to figure out how do I make the screen bigger. Um,
There should be like a button on the top right-hand corner to like enter full screen.
all right, let me try to find that because I don't see it. Yeah, right now you're just a little box on my screen right now.
Yeah, you put the mouse in that window, it should give you an option to like expand the screen.
Oh, okay, you right. You right. I ain't trust you. What's up? How you doing?
Nothing much, sir. Well,
Yeah,
okay. So you ever used Zoom before?
nah, this is my first time using it.
Okay. Well, I just kind of like ran through the process. I've been basically working from here for the past like few days. So
Right.
yeah, down packed now.
That's what's up. So, how's it been? How's it been in Fort Lauderdale?
It's been kind of like just been working from home. Kim is still going into work, and just getting outside when we're able to.
Right.
You don't
I
develop
feel
cabin
it.
fever.
But what was that last part?
So you don't develop cabin fever.
Uh, and I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, I see y'all getting active. You know, see you running
Yeah, and when
and
the
what.
gym's closed, you got no option to find some kind of
Yeah,
way to stay active.
yeah. I've been working out at home too. Just push ups, sit ups, dips.
Yeah. So when
Mainly.
they close your gym?
Closed it like last week.
Okay.
Last week they closed it. They closed the pool and they closed the gym. So we've been, yeah, I've just been working out at home. I see people getting active outside, kids up and down, because I guess all kids got out of school. Um, funny, funny enough, yesterday, some kid walked by with a girl, and I have a little, my window is in the corner. So for some reason, he just decided to bring the girl to outside my window, right next to this place, and I'm like, they're like teenagers, and I see him just like flirting with the girl, and I'm like, yo, should I like move them? Should I tell them to move? Like, so I had a little moment where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just let him be. I ain't do nothing. I was like, this is
It's
just
funny. So
weird.
like right outside your window.
Yeah, I could hear everything that they was talking about, and I'm just like, they over there flirting, kissing, and whatnot. I'm just like, yo, that he in his days right now, so I'm gonna just let him be, you know. So that was a little funny happening right there. But yeah, no, just this whole coronavirus going on. I see everybody getting more active in my neighborhood, at least. I see more people running,
Hmm.
jogging, you know, whatnot. So it's been interesting. It's been interesting to see.
Yeah, no, same thing here. Like, this whole Flagler Village area, the whole concept behind it is things are supposed to be in walking distance. It's like a mini downtown to promote like not using your car, etc. Before this whole event, people were still
Right.
driving everywhere, even like a block away. You jump in your car and go. But not the case now. People are actually outside in the parks.
Feel
So
it.
everyone's running, everyone's like taking little strolls, exercising outside. So that has caused a major like shift.
Too. I hear that. I hear that, man. It's an interesting time right now, man. Like this whole coronavirus came out of nowhere, kind of, escalated so quickly.
Yeah, kind of, well, because no one took it seriously here.
Right.
Whereas China was dealing with that whole thing since the fall, but kind of like minimized and downplayed it until you couldn't.
For
Hold on.
sure.
Yeah. Can you come in real quick?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Come say hi to Julian.
Oh, hey, Julian.
What's up, Kim? How you doing?
How are you?
I'm
Uh,
doing good. You doing good?
Rastafari. Yep.
That's
I see the girls
funny.
popping.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah,
Mhm.
man. How you doing, Kim? How you been?
That laugh.
Stressed, anxious. Probably,
Right.
I've been probably going crazy, but I'm trying to
Okay.
make the best of it.
Yeah.
I feel it. I
Yeah.
feel it.
I get really nervous at nighttime for some reason. That's kind of when like anxiety settles in for me.
Yeah.
That nighttime where I'm like shit, and then right before going to work because I'm like I don't know what the fuck I'm walking
Yeah,
into.
work. No, for sure. Especially with what you're doing. You're working in the hospital, right? So
Yeah.
dealing with. Have you like seen like people come in with cases?
Um, Not directly. None of my patients, from what I know at least, because we all don't know, none of the patients I've had have been COVID positive. But I'm in a lot of areas. I'm all through. I'm like roaming the hospital, seeing other patients. Yesterday, I found out that one of the floors that I just aimlessly walk around on, there, that's kind of where a lot of the COVID patients are being placed. And I'm like,
Mm,
right, no protective mask, nothing. So, um,
yeah.
and I don't see too many of this. The staff is getting better. Today's probably the most serious I've seen are people wearing masks and stuff. But we had a lot of like stealing of like supplies and all that stuff. So like even in our OR, like it's short supplied for like protective wear. So when I go rounding, I pray to God that I haven't exposed myself to anything.
Right.
That's
No,
all
I feel that.
I have no clue. But we do have positive patients, and there's a bunch of other people that we're waiting on testing to get confirmed. So.
I hear that. I hear that. Man, what a time. What a time right now.
It's like
Yeah.
the current bubonic plague or something, you know?
For sure. This is what we're
We're
living through.
in one of the hotbeds here in Florida,
Yeah.
Broward and Miami, have the
Right.
highest concentration of cases. Even
Right.
Palm Beach,
These
you're
dumbasses.
not that
Yeah.
far,
Hmm.
but
And
the numbers are like drastically different if you go from Palm
right.
Beach to like the rest of South Florida.
Right. I hear that. Yeah. Yeah, man. My mom, she works in Fort Lauderdale, so she's back and forth. So they haven't let her off work. She works for a neurologist company. And
Taking the train down here?
yeah, yeah. So, she said that nobody's on the train, like nobody's on
Yeah,
Hmm.
so I got an email from. I know she takes the Tri-Rail, but Brightline sent out
They're
an
like, nigga, we ain't
email.
doing nothing.
it.
They
Yeah,
like
yeah,
closed down services like I think yesterday when they sent the email
Hmm.
that they were shutting down. Uh,
yeah. I
yeah,
saw that. I saw that. I see.
what else can you do?
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, I don't think Chartwell can completely shut down too much because that's essential. Most people, like, it would have to be like essential personnel that would have to only travel on it, but I don't think they can shut down. It's like public transit.
That's what that's what Brightline is. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Shutting?
I
Brightline is
think Brightline is
a little bit
ain't
more.
they like private, more private owned than
Yeah,
Tri-Rail, I believe. I'm not too sure who's Tri-Rail owned by, but
Chartwell is like government.
Well,
that's what I'm assuming.
you're trying because again, like Tri-Rail is a company. You're
No,
talking
I
about the
know.
tracks that these trains
Okay,
run on. That's a completely different
okay.
thing. Because even Brightline runs on
Yeah, but the
the
thing
East
is,
something company chart like tracks here, which is traditionally used for like cargo. We still see a lot of cargo and stuff like coming through these tracks. And then you also have Brightline who now uses the tracks.
it's
Right.
not.
Tri-Rail, I don't know what it is.
But just like Tri-Rail, a lot of the Tri-Rail is much more affordable, and it's Tri-Rail is very similar to the public bus systems. That's how Florida uses it. Just like Boston, they'll call it. I don't remember what we called it up there.
Yeah,
Damn,
no,
how
but
the hell did I forget?
that's the idea for Brightline. It's business professionals and other people
Yeah, but
in
it's
who
much more
use,
expensive.
but you can't. Closure is not going to be based on how expensive something is. So a lot of people are using something. So, for example, if Traro is cheaper and more people are using that than Brightline because more people can afford it, then Triro would be the one that probably needs to close first because what you're trying to do is limit or socially distance people.
The
So,
reason why I say Tri-Rail won't necessarily have that issue is because a lot of people who commute on that, it's much more affordable and it actually goes to a lot of areas that Brightline doesn't go to. So I think with that, because I used to have family members that used to work in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, and they would take Tri-Rail down, and that was just how they got around. It's
yeah,
my
but
thing
you
is,
see my point.
I get it, but
That's why Tri-Rail would close. Is in this sense, that's why they're shutting down
But
businesses
if
that
you're-
aren't essential.
but if you
Tri-Rail is not an essential business. It's a commuter service.
Rudy, but it may be. What if you don't have a car, or your car is not in a state to get down to wherever, and you work in the travel travel industry, but whatever you work in, something that's government based that they view you as essential. They're not gonna stop you from coming down. Just like the New York, the subway's still running, the metro is still going perfectly fine, but the thing is, certain people can't come in. If you're a non-essential worker during this crisis, you should still be able to come in. That's just my opinion. I don't know, man.
Yeah, nah, man, but I don't know. I know it's a, oops, okay. But yeah, no, I know it's just a weird situation overall for every business, public transportation. My mom was sick. She also takes the bus. So the bus starting later now. So all types of stuff changing right now in the midst of this. So it's just like weird time, man. Weird time.
Can you look up here and now and look at the order, because I'm gonna go look.
Huh?
Look at the place called Here and Now. I can go pick up the food. Because our drinks are ready.
But yeah, Julian, like you're saying, different time, and also everyone keeps expecting things to kind of like turn around in a week or so.
What?
You're not gonna be. You have this like false sense of like
Shoving his dumbasses.
stuff's gonna turn around.
Yeah. I think maybe that's the hope, but it's like, no, realistically, this thing's gonna keep spreading. And then the cure, they said 18 months, up to 18 months for a vaccine. So, you know,
Bye, Julian. I'll talk
peace
to you
out.
soon.
All right, Joe. Take it easy, Kim. Yeah. So how long can you do a meeting on this?
Um, so I put it for like 30 minutes. Tomorrow's thing I have for like in about 2 hours. Well, there's no limit on how long you can be on here.
Oh, really?
Stuff that we record, storage wise, is gonna depend, I guess, on my cloud storage and then also like local storage. So
Yeah.
I have it
Yeah.
automatically set to like record stuff to the cloud. So my account, I gotta check and see how much storage I have in the cloud, but just store it there and whatnot. But I don't think there's any set limits. This is all being recorded, by the way.
Yeah, no, I think mine is set
Gives
as
you a prompt.
recording. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I figured as much. I ain't bothered to spruce up or nothing. I was just like, yo, I'm gonna jump on it.
Like the zero tag behind it, Black Coffee Zero. This is like a dry run. It's a pilot.
Yeah. Which is a good idea. Which was a good idea for sure. Because I'm like, when I signed up, I saw that it was like personal accounts may only be able to do like 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with that?
I'll say it again.
Like they were saying personal accounts will only be able to do like 40-minute meetings. Let me go look at it.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess with I think the personal accounts are like free. So maybe that's
Okay.
why those might be limited as far as like how long. So, but I have like this account tied to
Oh,
the Art Fizz.
okay.
With me hosting and
You
setting up
can.
the invites and then storing it, then I don't have that same limitation.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you had it. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll
Yeah.
do it that way.
Have you spoken to Jimmy?
Yeah, I was speaking to him actually earlier today. He's
And,
working from home as well. He's telling me
right.
that Nikki are both at home, and he's doing the whole telehealth thing as well.
I
Which I'm
heard everybody's on.
on the wave now.
Yeah.
Trailblazer over here.
Trailblazer. Yeah, yeah. No, I've been hearing everybody's kind of working from home, doing like video meetings, especially Jimmy's field and psychology. I think I was talking to Danella yesterday. She said the same thing. She's been on telehealth, dealing with patients and whatnot. So
Yeah,
um, this is the
yeah,
most I've heard of telehealth. Since you.
right.
So
Everybody's like mouth.
right.
He's talking about it in his addresses. You know, I jump on my Twitter timeline and everybody's like promoting their telehealth thing now. I'm like, oh, this is we're on the wave
Yeah,
now.
it's the way. Yeah, yeah. No, man, it's an interesting time because like now I think more people are trying to focus on their small business or the social media presence,
Yeah,
whatever it may
especially
be.
those who, their industries are like shut down and they
Yeah,
can't go physically into work. And it's like, well, what do I do? How do I make use of this time? If I'm quarantined, if I live in California or New York and I can't leave but for essential like
yeah,
items, travel, what
yeah,
do I do with my time? So I feel like
yeah,
what comes out of this like period, this quarantine period. It's
yeah.
Shakespeare wrote one of his sonnets while he was on quarantine for something.
Really?
I was remembering. Right.
What? Yeah, it's historic, man. Yeah, this moment is historic, man. Like
Yeah.
crazy.
And that's the thing, like, and you can't predict stuff like this either, right? So you're just going along, life is going about as usual, and then all of a sudden you hear this, thing, and then within a few months it like ramps up to this level. It's like, oh, okay, it's happening. Here we go.
Yeah,
Industries, everything's shutting down, the whole country.
right.
No one can predict stuff like that.
Oh man. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Everybody and then everybody's getting virtual, staying in touch through mediums like this.
Mhm.
I heard something about like virtual graduation. Somebody's gonna have a virtual graduation.
Yeah.
DJs are
Right.
DJs are doing sets on, video live. All types of creative things are happening. So it's
Yeah.
interesting, man.
I saw, didn't you jump on the keys? But I think yours was pre-recorded. You posted something.
Yeah, I did it that
Oh,
day. I did it. I had did it like a couple hours earlier. And I just had
back.
that yeah,
But yeah, what were you saying? I completely forgot.
I forgot to. I know who. Yeah.
Again, so some of the cool features, I guess, we'll be able to like mess around with tomorrow when everyone's on. So anyone can really share their screen. So if you're looking at something, or if you have documents or whatnot, you want to like show and everyone can look at the same time. So I can like share my screen with you now, and you'll be able to
Oh,
see what I'm looking at. Um,
right. Yeah, I did see that feature. Where did you find that?
if you go straight at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a green
Oh, it's right
box
there.
that says you can
Okay.
see that there.
I
So that, of
see
course, if
it.
we wanted to like look at something and we're all seeing the same thing, jump on YouTube,
Yeah, that's a good feature.
yeah,
Yeah.
look at something and give some feedback. Um,
You got
you can
1,500
do like
emails, man.
live
You need to
corrections and stuff.
you need to clear out your emails.
Oh yeah, a lot of emails per
I
user. Just
never seen a Gmail that full. That reminds me of Yahoo account. Nah,
uh, small compared to some people I know. You see sashes.
really? Uh,
Uh,
mine is super duper clean.
what?
Yeah, mine is super
You
duper
do
clean.
it.
Hold on, let me. Oh, I can't do it. Wow. Okay, okay.
Yeah, so then now you should be able to
Um,
do it.
it's right here. Oh, can I? Oh, I gotta exit. And so mine is just every email is checked. Every email's checked.
Are you sharing the screen right now?
Oh, you don't see it? Uh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah, I have to cut. Okay, cool, cool.
Now I see. Yeah, now I see what you're doing.
Yeah, my email is just everything is checked. Everything is read. Even my social tab. I have a social tab,
Mm-hmm.
promotion tab, updates tab.
You just read
Gmail.
everything.
I love Gmail though. But yeah, everything checked. But yeah.
You know, watch my thing. It's gonna be clean. That make me feel bad, Julian. It's gonna be clean.
Oh man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, I talked to Jimmy yesterday. Talked to Jimmy yesterday. See how he was doing.
Oh,
And yeah, I'm gonna talk to Danella later on today. So just trying to, I guess I've been, I haven't really been keeping in touch with many people, but immediate, most important people, I've been keeping in touch with and whatnot. So I guess this is a good time to be doing all of that, right?
yeah. No, I mean, you
Yeah,
definitely have the time now, or
right.
we should have some time to at least reach out to people.
For
I've heard
sure.
people like, I guess their viewpoints on the current state, and like it's kind of forcing some people to kind of slow down, or society in general to kind of slow down. It's unfortunate nature in which it's happening, and the people's lives who are affected, those who are symptomatic, those who passed away, people who've lost their jobs, etc. But
Hmm.
that
Yeah.
whole aspect of industries slowing down, people being, I guess, more present with themselves, their partners, their family. We
Yep.
started this whole video talking about being outside and just exercising, walking, right?
Yep.
So it's kind of like allowing us to kind of like reflect in that sense a little bit.
Yep.
I've even heard people who say like, they've gone to the beaches, they won't let you directly on the beach, but I know some people who live on the beach and they're like, they've never seen the water so like clear because there's
Right.
a bunch of boats pumping gasoline and all types of other stuff into the water. Um,
Right.
there's even
Yeah.
articles talking about that in like Italy and dolphins like finding their way onto shore when they normally don't, etc. So it's
No,
interesting
man.
how how much of an impact just like a couple weeks of decreased human activity has like on the environment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My some I don't know, fancy thought is like nature is doing its cleaning right now. Not to be cynical, but I guess this is the true reflection of nature. It's not predictable. You know what I mean? We can predict weather and whatnot, but who could have predicted this?
Mhm.
Who could have predicted this? And then it's not even nature's fault. Nature isn't trying to kill us. It's actually intentionless. You know what I mean? It's just happening, you
Right.
know?
And also like so the industrialized revolution and kind of like where we are with like the global nature of like society, who's to say, this this virus becomes as widespread as it is had it not been for like travel, right? Airports, airlines,
Yeah,
people being able to be in one place one day and then the completely other like continent or hemisphere like the next day. That's how this stuff kind of spreads at the rate that it did. But
absolutely.
yeah, it's like without people traveling in the way that we're now accustomed to, this thing could
Right.
be like a regional occurrence instead of like a global pandemic that it is.
Absolutely. No, that's a great point because just to add on to that, it's like everybody's in it together. Right now, there's no, that's that country. Look, China's going through that. I remember that's how it was for me. That's how it was. It was like, okay, I'm hearing the news. China's going through this. Okay, I see a couple people mention it. I bring it up with my friends. Nobody's really concerned. A week later, boom, it's like, oh, yeah, now I gotta think about this, think about that. And it's like
Yeah.
it shows us that we're not alone. We are a collective. At this point, we are all one society. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? this whole earth, 8 billion, nearly 8 billion people. So it's like there's no, oh, that's their problem. Or at least this brings more awareness now. It's like now we can't just pass things off like that. Like, oh, that's their problem. Oh, we gotta watch ourselves too, you
Yeah,
know?
oftentimes that's what it is, right? We kind of like try to like separate ourselves from the rest of the worlds, like your first, second, third world, etc. Societies. At the end of the day, like stuff like this, kind of like it breaks down those barriers, those walls that we kind of like physically or mentally place between ourselves. It's interesting,
Hmm.
like before things kind of got this bad in the U.S. though, how our own officials and uh, government tried to like minimize it, right?
Right.
That's probably why it's like gotten to the state that it's at now because initially we didn't take it as seriously as we probably
As
should
we
have,
could.
right?
Right.
Our own president was talking about how it'd go from 15 cases to 5 cases to no cases in like a week or two. But numbers went in the complete
Trying to,
direction.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah,
and
no,
we were still with that same mentality of, shit, horrible shit happens everywhere else but America, right?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
we're untouchable. But then,
absolutely,
of course, we all got touched.
absolutely. We all got touched.
Hold on for 1 second again. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Another thing, just to jump back into that conversation is,
Yeah.
like I was saying earlier, I feel like over here in my neighborhood in specific, I don't know if it's like that everywhere else, but the energy is just different in the people. Like I said, I just see people so active. More people are friendly. I seen this lady, this older lady. She just waved at me from like way far away, and I'm just like, me. I was being, my normal closed off stuff, and she just waved, and I'm just like, I felt compelled to wave, and it was like I just see more friendliness. I saw a lady at Walmart saying, "Have a blessed day" to everybody. And I was like, at first it kind of weirded me out, but I'm like, it's the time now. It's like, this is the time when, something cracks and I feel like people are going to find out what's important to them. You know what I mean? Your mentality, your spiritual space. Like you said, being more mindful. It's like people are being more mindful now. Like you have to be now. You have to slow down, find out what's important to you. So this is like the perfect time for all of that right now.
I agree. Yeah. It's like you can take this time to kind of, again, reconnect with yourself, others, be productive, um, continue to show your worth in whatever industry that you may be in, start something anew. There's many approaches that you can take, or you can just not really do anything with the time. Just be in the house, put on the quarantine 15 that everyone keeps talking about.
Yeah,
Do that though.
no, that's real too. I seen a couple people say, don't even try to. You don't have to try to be super productive or get something out of this. You know what I mean? You could just slow down, take this time to slow down. Maybe
Mm.
introspect. I think for me, it's that. It's been more so that than trying to focus more on business stuff and business stuff. I'm generally doing my fair share. But now it's been a great time for me to just sit back, meditate, introspect, and just cool off the mind, because now anxiety's at a high, or I see that for a lot of people. Um, and it's, even with me myself, I'm like, I could feel the doubts creeping up, or the worries creeping up, or oh, am I sick creeping up, or
Yeah.
will I get my family sick? All these thoughts start creeping up. It's like now's a perfect time to just unload those thoughts and try to get some space, get some space internally. So that's been what I've been on for the last couple of weeks now.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's true. Your point about, the thoughts that creep in anytime, your nose is running, or you cough, or whatever the case may be, your stomach may not feel good, and all of a sudden you automatically go to the worst place. It's
Absolutely.
like human nature, and
Right.
what's going on around us kind of impacts that as well. Because no one would bat an eye if you were to cough 3 weeks ago, all right? But
Exactly.
someone hears you cough, you might get a look, especially if you're out in public or even with your own family. You're
Absolutely.
trying to hide symptoms or hold back things because you want people thinking that you're like
Right, right.
infected or anything like that. So
You know what you're thinking, so you know what they're thinking. It's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah, yeah. No, for sure, man. So it's an interesting time, man. It's an interesting time. Um, Especially for physical fitness, staying well, man. I see you staying with it, doing them push-ups, you know what I mean, running, you know. Um, Me myself been staying active, push-ups in the house and, you know, a little bit of stretching, you know, I still do a little bit of yoga, the stuff that I learned back when I was doing it. I still do a little bit of that as just a stretching thing. So all of those are good for just coping, you know, good for energy, good for just, yeah, staying well.
Yeah,
So,
no, I definitely agree. It was pretty cool seeing like the social media kind of used in that aspect too. In the past like week, all the challenges that came through, push-ups, this, etc.
absolutely.
Even hashtags about staying home, which like kind of took off. So that medium kind of like being used to kind of like spread a message.
Positivity, yeah,
Yeah.
for, for sure,
I
for sure.
mean, we link so many negative things to like the internet age and digital natives and all this social media stuff. But in a time like this, where we're kind of like restricted physically with our environment, it's like, who do we turn to? It's the internet to keep us connected, to keep us like productive, to keep us working. So
Absolutely.
in that sense, you kind of see the good of the
The
internet.
internet.
So often we tend to focus on the bad, and the bad tends to always be social media. Everyone only thinks about the social media aspect, and kind of like gloss over all the things that technology and the internet has kind of like afforded us in a sense. So now we're seeing both. You have to be like,
That's a
oh,
great,
the internet is good for this. So yeah, it does help me in this avenue, in this realm. So
no, I love that point, man, because I've seen that with myself, with just, you know, my mentality towards social media.
mm,
Slowly, it's been changing to more positive, more accepting, you know, but especially now, just like you said, now it highlights the good points of it. You know, now we can see how creative people can get.
right, right,
You know, I posted that video, and so much people showed love, and I was like, whoa, I appreciate just that aspect of it in itself. Just like nobody owes you, you know, that type of love or, you know, commenting on your thing, or, you know, showing support, or you know, even with you know, like you know, whenever I would post like a something in the gym, it'd be like, yo,
mhm,
muscle emoji. And it's just, you know, supportive. And it's like,
right,
those are very positive things, like for me to experience with social media, you know, coming from an old mentality where it's like, ah, social media, I don't feel like doing that, or that's not cool, or whatever. It's like, now I see you know, I've seen the good, but at the same time, more so now, just like you're saying, it's like, okay, you know what? This is a great outlet for everybody. And just like you said, everybody staying connected through the internet. Man, that is true. It's like internet shining right now. Shining right now. You know, look at us. We in you know, we in this black coffee, you know, group and look how we're setting up a meeting for tomorrow, you
yeah.
know.
And that's a crazy thing, because we've always talked about how the fact that we're all in so many different places kind of limits like our ability to get together and do stuff. Yet we've
Right.
had this platform here this entire time. Zoom is nothing new; it's been here. We could have easily done something like this, like find a weekend, everybody jump online and do the thing that we talked about doing. Um, But no one thought about it until now. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
mess sense. Literally wait months until everyone's in the same place to do stuff.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right too, man. That I forgot about that. The challenge of everybody's at a different location. How
Mhm.
are we gonna, all get into a space where we can consistently talk, just talk even, as Black Coffee. And yeah, you put the idea out there too. Um, I was like, man, is this gonna even happen? Because I don't know if everybody's gonna have that space, that time to, carve out. But where there's a will, there's a way. We all made it happen. So I'm
Yeah,
glad it's gonna happen. Um, so yeah.
same here. I can't wait to get like everyone's perspective on all this stuff that we've brushed up on. There's like so much.
And everybody's experience is different.
Yeah.
Everybody's experience is different. I know y'all, just like you were saying on the text, like, you working at NSU, a couple dozen students had cases, and you working there, and everybody has a different work experience with
Yeah.
this whole thing. Kim working at a hospital. Um, my dad called me yesterday, actually, funny enough. Right? So I caught up with him. He's working at the hospital. So, he was talking about that. Um, so it's like, hey, this time, man, it's a bad time, but yeah, it's a golden time for reconnection, rekindling, you know, building something, you know. Um, so yeah,
No, man, I definitely agree. It's great. Like, yeah. So just that last comment you made is crazy, right? So, like you said, I think the last time you mentioned your pops was when you found out about your younger brother, but you found out through your mom, even not directly, even through him.
right,
And now he's reaching out to you in the midst of all this. So,
right,
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. I still have people that I need to reach out to that I haven't spoken to. I haven't spoken to my little cousin who lives in Texas for a
Mm-hmm.
long time now. And I'm like, now's the perfect time to actually hit him up and see how he's doing. Um, everybody else, miniature communication, text message. Jimmy called me yesterday. I called Danella yesterday. Um, I spoke to Rod. I spoke to Rod last week. Been in contact with you.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy, Kim, the group message, and so it's like I've been connected with the people that I hold dear mostly.
All right.
Um, so yeah,
Yeah, man, I agree. Yeah. All right. So what you got going on the rest of today?
nothing much. I got a plan to call Danella later.
It was loud.
But yeah,
What up now?
Yeah, you working?
Technically, right now I'm on a call with Julian.
yo, what's up, Nana?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing? What's
Yeah,
up, Juju?
drive back home.
You
Yeah,
driving?
Yeah, I'm driving. Yep, I'm driving.
Who's that light skinned person in the back?
Gary.
What's up, Darian?
Yeah, we are riding.
Y'all just left out?
Oh, no, we've been gone since like 10:30. We're in St. Augustine now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, y'all been on the road for a while.
Yeah, we're good. We're doing good. Ready? Yeah.
Alright. How's the little one? How's Amelia?
He's good. He is just woke up, so he's playing with his dad now and stuff. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you guys gonna be able to make it straight through, or
Oh yeah.
yeah? How
Dad
much?
gave me an Adderall, so I'm make the whole ride.
Oh my goodness.
hey, tell Darren I said what's up, and tell Juju I said what's up,
Julian said, "Tell Darren." He said, "What's up?"
Oh yeah, same stuff.
and tell Juju too, man.
But Juju, yeah, Juju's not with them. Juju's not with y'all. It's just y'all three.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, they're driving back home. Nana was down here.
Oh, Juju not there?
No, it was
I
just
could have sworn he was in the back seat. Okay,
no.
that's my.
That was here. That was a light skinned person. They all look the same.
Back of the car, man. This thing is full. You got stuff all over the car. Stuff in the front, stuff in the bag, on the side, man.
Y'all look packed in there.
Yeah.
I could only see Darren's head.
Yeah, his knees are touching. That's how tight it is.
That's
Yeah.
fun. How many more hours you guys got in the trip?
About like 10 hours, yeah. Oh, no, like 9 hours and like 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're just riding, just talking, stuff like that, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Stell, I know you're gonna stay up, but drive safe. I'm gonna let you go so you're not FaceTiming and driving at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No problem.
Don't call nobody else FaceTiming either.
Okay. I got like 5 people now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Kim got off work early. When she comes back, she went to get some food. When she comes back, we'll just call you, regular call, catch up.
Yeah, we got a little mouse in the car and stuff in the phone, so I don't really have to hold it, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how old this kid. All right, call you back.
Bye.
Love you.
So they in St. Augustine. Where they going? They took a road trip.
They're going back home. So
Oh, they going back home. Okay.
visiting, but Darren wanted to come, drive them back. Doesn't want her traveling. It makes sense, the 5-month-old, you don't want to get on an airplane at this time.
Yeah.
Yesterday, so they can drive back up today. The state of Florida locks down,
I feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. All right. So this was successful, I think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. For sure. Good test run.
Yeah,
Good
no
test
lag
run.
or anything. So I'm hoping everybody else is. It should run the same because I've been on calls with like 8 people. And
Right.
so, like home connection is stable. You should be fine.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
man.
Rudy was asking about like topics and stuff. I told him I had some stuff just in my head, but if everyone wanted
Yeah,
to
man.
individuals.
Well, I'm not planning nothing. I think it's good just to come fresh. Yeah, we can come fresh, and that'll be fine. So, yeah, man.
All right,
All
sir.
right, man. All right, bro.
Tomorrow.
Wait, what was that last part?
We'll catch up tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm looking forward to it. Y'all take it easy, man. You and Kim, stay
Thank
safe.
you. You too. Stay safe.
All right, man.
All
All
right.
right. Peace out.